Okay, let's try example 1. We're saying let the f of x function be x plus 15. Let the g of x function be 6x minus 10. This first notation says find f of g of x. That means I'm going to write it as the f function with the input g of x. So I'll take the f function and I'll input 6x minus 10. The input position is here in front of 15. So it will be 6x minus 10, add 15. All I'm doing is taking out the x and replacing it with the g function. Now to simplify. Here I can combine like terms of negative 10 plus 15. So I'll have 6x plus 5. Next, I'm asked to do g of f of x. That's using the g function and inputting the f function. So use the g function and input the value x plus 15. The g function is 6 times whatever the input is minus 10. My input is the f function x plus 15. There's a little more work to simplify this function. I have to start with distributing. 6 times x is 6x. 6 times 5 is 30. And then I can combine like terms. 30 take away 10 will be 20. Compare these two. You don't get the same result. F of g of x puts the g function into the f position. G of f of x puts the f function into the g. These next two examples are self-compositions. It says put the f function into itself. Put the f function in the f function. So my input value will be x plus 15, and I'll put that into the f function where the x is. So I'll have x plus 15 composed inside of the f function. All I need to do here is combine like terms. 15 plus 15 is 30. Finally, in this practice problem is a g of g of x. That means I'll compose the g function as the input to the g function. So I'll be putting 6x minus 10 into the input position of the g function. The input position is 6 times whatever the input is minus 10, and the input is another 6x minus 10. So I'll need to distribute to simplify. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times negative 10 is negative 60. Then I can combine like terms. Negative 60 minus 10 is negative 70. Here we have an example of composing multiple functions within each other, and they all come out as different values. So you're really going to want to show your work here to keep things organized. Check out my next video for example 2.